Hi, I'm Zeus Caravala, and I'm with Dave Michaels. We're here doing another NoJitter video, and Dave, it is the first week of December, which means you and I both just got back from AWS reInvent. I thought it was a pretty exciting show. We had almost 70,000 people, and there was a lot of infrastructure.
I think it was like 70,000 hotels too.
Yeah, there was. We had a lot of infrastructure news, but we did have some news in the area of communications, and I thought, more and more, it was good to see because more and more AWS is becoming a mainstream communications vendor. Obviously, Connect is their big product in communications. They've done a nice job, I think, of taking this product from something that was telephony only. They caught up on digital features, and they've been rolling out more and more machine learning features. And I think that was the theme for the four, really main announcements they had with the Connect, right? So they had their no-code IVR. They had agent workspace. I think those were both in preview. That when GA, they came out with machine learning-based forecasting, and there was one other one. There was the contact lens for chat.
Yeah.
And, what do you think of those?
Well, first off, I think they're great. I mean, it's nice to see them announcing new enhancements to Connect, and I have to say they do that pretty much every month. And so I don't think these are particularly exciting announcements, but they're worthwhile, and I know that a lot of people were pretty happy about it. I think
they're
most
bricks
particularly,
in the wall, right?
What's that? I'm sorry.
They're bricks in the wall. They're just more
and they're consistently putting bricks in the wall.
Yeah.
I think the forecasting capacity planning was really important. That was already previously announced, so it was really more of a general availability. But contact lens into chat, I'm going to show us how far they've come from being a voice-only platform. And the new preview features are always important. The scorecards or evaluation forms, and the what was the other one you mentioned? The agent workspace, getting what they call step-by-step guides, no-code, drag and drop. So those are all really important. But to me, the real story coming out of Connect is how it's beginning to not only interact with AWS APIs and of course, the AWS infrastructure, which has always been the value proposition, but how it's really beginning to interact with these other application areas. And the two that really stood out for me, and there's actually more, are the AWS EUC, which is in-user computing, and the Chime SDK. So in-user computing is a virtual desktop environment, which turns out to be a very powerful solution for remote agents, or even agents not remote. But it's secure, it simplifies the amount of desktop support, that simplifies the desktop hardware requirements. And so a lot of these BPOs and a lot of large contact centers are using AWS workspaces to roll out a contact center much more effectively and keeping it secure. So I think that's really an interesting story. The other one is the Chime SDK. Now, yes, you probably remember Chime as a meeting application. I think Vonage and CenturyLink were hosting it as a meeting application. But that kind of took a back seat, and they ended up blowing it up into a CPaaS. They call it the Chime SDK. And it's a full-blown CPaaS, and it's getting a pretty strong contact center story, particularly with the IVR, because it has an integration to Lex. It works with third-party contact centers. It works very nicely with AWS Connect. It also works with EUC because those virtual desktops I was just describing support video and audio using the Chime SDK protocols. And so the story is just becoming very powerful very quickly.